Anyone else walking a tightrope this morning? Any clown pain?
We were just talking about what that music reminds us of. I was thinking 4th of July. Tracy thought it sounded like a circus. Whatever works. We're just glad you're here and enjoying it.
It is definitely a 3-ring circus. However, I want to go in the ring where the heat is. Like, it's so cold in here this morning.
We don't know why.
It's not outside with Ed Matthews, we'll just say that. Good morning, everyone. What an intro. I'm Tracey McCain here with Megan Malaris, Ed Matthews, Tran Kirksey, and Stacey Spivey.
Yeah, Ed Matthews, I'm sure you are colder than we are, but bundled up in that nice warm jacket.
Yeah, I tell you what, definitely the jacket needed this morning. And Tran's got a forecast that unfortunately promises some rain, but we're going to do our best to get it out by Thanksgiving.
That's exactly right, Ed. The Thanksgiving time frame here, kind of a 50-50 proposition. Not only is it a 50% chance of rain on both days, it looks like the first half of Thursday will start out with some rainfall, but then the second half of the day, the other half, not looking too bad. We should see the sky clear out pretty quickly Thursday afternoon. High temperatures very warm for this time of the year, ending up in the mid to upper 60s. So as it stands right now, it looks like if anybody does have outdoor plans late in the day on Thanksgiving, you shouldn't have too many issues. Again, that's the way it looks right now. As far as today is concerned, no problems either. High temperatures a little bit on the cool side, though, in the mid 50s. That's a quick look at your forecast.
Oh, my eye again going to that purple, graph there. It's just holiday, 67. I mean, it really couldn't be any better, except for no rain throughout the day. But, rain in the morning, fine.
Yeah,
we take that. Fine. All right. So, of course, we're talking about the Thanksgiving forecast this year. And we want to know, do you plan on spending any part of your holiday outside? Maybe a virtual turkey trot, maybe eating outside or going for a after meal walk. Walk it all off. Let us know in the comments below. So, Stacey, we'll start with you. You're going to be eating very nicely, I'm assuming. Are you planning on going outside to eat or maybe walk it off? What are your plans?
Honestly, on Thanksgiving, my day just consists of eating a lot and then sitting on the couch a lot. So while I know it's probably a good idea to go and walk it off afterwards, I'm so lazy on Thanksgiving.
I know. Thankful for the couch on Thanksgiving. How about you, Taran?
The exact same thing. I'm going to eat food and then I'm just going to sit there until I go to sleep. That's going to be that. Very, very low-key Thanksgiving for me.
That's hilarious. See, we go for a walk every day, so I don't imagine Thanksgiving will be any different. And, it's going to feel good to walk after eating all that food, I'm sure. My son loves swing sets right now, so we'll probably take him to the local park and swing. And I'm just glad it's warmed up and is nice enough to be able to do that because, Ed, we've really been spoiled this November with unseasonably warm temperatures.
Yes, indeed. For Thanksgiving, of course, as Taran and I have been telling you, rain in the morning, but just as soon as those raindrops leave Sanford, I'm going to get outdoors. Me and my family, we're going to do our best to social distance, and what better way to do it is outside. So we get the rain out of here, and I think it gives everybody a great opportunity to get outdoors and spread out. It's going to be fairly warm for this time of year with mid and upper 60s. So the quicker the rain gets in and the quicker it gets out, the better we'll be.
Oh yeah, I am definitely planning on sleeping in, sleeping early, and sleeping late on Thanksgiving Day. I just want to sleep, and I've already, worked it out with my husband where he knows nobody bothers mommy until after 9 a.m. Can you believe it?
That sounds like a dream.
It is a dream.
True.
It's wow. A dream. I'm so excited. It's like Christmas comes early.
Soak up every moment of that restful night's sleep. Yeah, wow, that's amazing.
I'm more excited about the sleep on Thanksgiving, I think, than even the food. You know how excited I am to eat.
Hey, I would be too. All about the sleep. All right, Stacey, what are folks saying? Anybody else have plans to sleep or sit on the couch?
It seems like most people actually are going to be getting outside and doing something activity related. A lot of people are going to be outside playing football. Joe said turkey and football is what it'll be if it's not too wet outside. Let's see. Oh, she also said maybe some cornhole, which is always a fun option. Jason says they have an annual flag football game. They've been playing it the past 5 years.
Oh, that's
You can see, like, that's kind of like the tradition. You play football outside either before or after you eat, and then you watch football on TV. Some people saying that they do that as well, that they'll watch whatever game is on. Bobby said, I'll be eating and watching football.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I'll be doing that the day afterwards too. You know? And believe it or not, basketball season starts this weekend, so there's actually another reason to sit and watch sports. I'm pretty excited about just, you know, having some time off, and even though you can't be with all your family this year, you can still make the best of the few moments that you have to be alone with your immediate loved ones. So that'll be good. I'm excited.
I'm excited too. Another holiday conversation coming up in just a few minutes, but first we have to take a look at our headlines this morning. Some big news affecting everyone in our state. Governor Roy Cooper expanded the state's mask mandate as COVID-19 metrics trend upward. Under this new mandate, you should wear a mask anytime you are with people from outside your household. So anyone who doesn't live with you. You'll also need to wear a mask when exercising at a gym or in any public or private school setting. This updated mask requirement went into effect, or goes into effect rather, tomorrow and runs through Friday, December 11th. Greensboro city leaders have set up a new COVID tip line as they work to enforce new guidelines here. Last Friday, Mayor Nancy Vaughn issued an emergency declaration under which business owners can receive fines for not following those guidelines. So if you see a business operating past capacity or allowing people not to wear masks, the city says call them, the number 336-373-2064. You can remain anonymous. Demand for COVID testing is high as we get closer to Thanksgiving, with people waiting nearly 2 hours to get tested at the Cone Health Green Valley campus Monday. At this point, with results taking 2 to 3 days on average, it might be too late to get your results by Thanksgiving. Health officials recommend celebrating only with people in your household. If people who you don't live with are part of your plans, experts recommend wearing a mask and socially distancing.
Well, there's a great event happening right now that will have you feeling like you're in the holiday spirit. Lawndale Baptist Church is hosting its annual Feeding the 5,000 event. Right now, you can see it's a drive-through event because of the pandemic. Normally, it would be, you know, face-to-face and big long lines, but the lines are still there, just you're in a car this time. You can see it's going smoothly here on Lawndale Drive. The church had 1,000 turkeys on hand this morning and started giving them away right at 6:15. Hoping to cut down traffic on Lawndale, and the giveaway will last until the turkeys are gone. You can see there are quite a few volunteers out there to make it go smoothly. The church really putting an effort to make it, you know, safe for people, and they're encouraging you, of course, if you go, to wear a mask.
I know we've all covered these Feeding the 5,000 events, and it is one of my favorite events to report on every year. Just the outpouring of community support. The parishioners at Lawndale Baptist are fantastic. Pastor Joe Girardelli, I mean, you can tell this man is selfless. He spreads his mission to everyone. I mean, he has a conversation with almost everyone in line and wishes them well and asks them how they're doing. And I mean, this year more than ever, sometimes just talking to someone can make all the difference in helping you feel like, okay, it's gonna get better from here. It's gonna be okay. And so it's just awesome to see this community support for folks, often strangers, you know, and it's definitely a need our community is facing.
Yeah, and because of the pandemic, the need, they say, is greater than ever. You know, Ed Matthews been a part of this community since, I was in 3rd grade.
Oh,
Don't
no.
age him.
Oh,
I'm aging myself.
all of a sudden, I feel like an old man.
No, I just remember watching you
Yeah.
when I was a student at Gibsonville Elementary School. So I'm just
Wow.
going to put it at 3rd grade. But yeah, I've been a big fan of yours all my life.
Oh, you're so sweet. I'm a big fan of yours as well. How lucky I am to be working with you now. Yeah.
I say the same. So listen, but I mean, you've been a part of this community for a long time now, and I would have to say that, you know, this community steps up in times of needs.
I have seen that so many times over and over again. Not just Greensboro and Guilford County, but it's a regional thing where people give back so much. And if we can just get the rest of the world to learn what we are doing right here locally, I think the planet would be a better place. But indeed, I have seen over the years people giving to charities, giving to great causes and things like that, and it is great. It's really heartwarming.
You guys might not know this about Teran Kirksey, but he's very involved with Second Harvest Food Bank and the Greensboro Urban Ministry and all the food giveaways that the station sponsors. I'm not bragging about you, Teran, but there is a small little place in your heart next to all that coal.
just a little bit.
No, I'm just joking. You're
just
a great
very
guy.
humble.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I get a chance to MC the crop walk every year and definitely enjoy doing that. And this is like you all have been saying, just another example of how the community is stepping up and working together to kind of fill this need. So if you can volunteer, or if you can donate either food or money, or whichever one is best for the organization that you're looking at, please do so, because there's so many people that could use the help, especially this year.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, Stacy, I don't think you've ever been to the live Feeding the 5,000 event that they have, but I will tell you, you'll never meet nicer people and people who are just so thankful to not only help, but to get help. It's a great community event, and I don't know, I'm just glad that you're here to share this with us.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't had an opportunity to go and see it in person. I've only lived here for a little over, I guess, about a year and a half now. But I think it was last year on the Weekend Good Morning Show, I believe that we had them on there as a guest and talking about what was going to be happening and everything. I think it's so incredible that they do this and provide food to everyone here that, you know, needs it. And I think that there have been so many companies that have been just stepping up to the plate. I mean, look, Walmart and Ibotta coming together to donate free meals to families, to anybody. I mean, if you're in need, you can go and get it. I just think it's incredible, especially during the time that we're living in right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to put off this conversation any longer because it's heating up on our feed right now. Stacy, make sure you're keeping track of these comments here, because we are about to dig into this next conversation. Thanksgiving just 2 days away. Obviously, it's Thursday. But I wanted to know, is it too early to start saying Merry Christmas? I asked you about it on my Facebook page, and the answers are interesting. Mamie says, no ma'am. Anytime after November 1st for me, Merry Christmas, she says. Gay says, normally I would say wait until after Thanksgiving, but the way this year is going, I think saying it now is okay. We need to spread some Christmas cheer. Donna says, I say happy Thanksgiving until that day, and then Merry Christmas afterwards. And Kim says, it's never too early, and writes, Merry Christmas. I agree. I was at Costco yesterday picking up things for our Thanksgiving dinner, and I said Merry Christmas to someone, and I got the side eye that I never expected.
Oh no.
And I was like, oh, did I say something wrong? You know, and I was just like, and happy Thanksgiving. You know, I tried to add that in, but then I was like, why should I feel guilty about, you know, expressing my, you know, love for the holiday and the spirit, and, you know, I'll take all the side eyes, it's okay. But, you know, I wanted to bless somebody with a Merry Christmas, and well, it wasn't returned, but it's okay. It is okay. So that's why I asked on my Facebook page about that. How about you guys? Do you say Merry Christmas yet?
I usually wait till mid-December to say Merry Christmas, a little bit closer to actual Christmas. I have no problem saying Happy Holidays, depending on what I'm talking about, you know. If it's all-encompassing, like we're at the holiday parade, which unfortunately is canceled this year due to COVID, or at least in its traditional capacity. It's not happening that way. But, you know, it depends what you're talking about. If it's Thanksgiving, I'll say Happy Thanksgiving. If it's Christmas, Merry Christmas. My best friend is Jewish. I'll wish her a Happy Hanukkah, Yom Kippur, Rosh Hashanah, whatever the holiday may be. But, you know, I think there's a mutual understanding, at least between me and her. You know, I can send her a Christmas card and she's perfectly okay with that. She can send me a Hanukkah card and I'm okay with that. I mean, it's just, I think the spirit of the season, whatever you're celebrating, just remembering the meaning of that particular holiday. And if you want to say Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever works for you, is fine with me.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Ed Matthews, what about you?
Well, I've been saying happy Thanksgiving. I can hardly think because it's tree trimming day in the weather garden.
Got it.
And it's about as loud as I've ever heard it out here, but I am gonna get it out. I'm gonna get it out. I've been saying happy Thanksgiving. I will start to say Merry Christmas on Friday. As a matter of fact, Friday is going to be a pretty big day for me. It'll be after Thanksgiving. I put WMAG radio back into my preset so I can listen to all that wonderful Christmas music, and I'll begin to say Merry Christmas, and that will lead into me at some point within the next week putting up my Christmas tree.
Oh, well, you can take one of the trees that they're cutting in the back.
Yeah, save some money.
You know, I've been through it all. If it's not a garbage truck, they're trimming trees, but you know, it's going to look great when they're finished.
That's
they have no
hilarious.
idea that I'm on the air. They just thought I'm standing out here soaking up the rays of the sun.
Well, Ed, Nadine said, I think it sounds like ocean waves. If only that were true.
Well, it doesn't sound like ocean waves here in the garden. I think it's kind of funny, really. They just came out and started doing their thing, and I was like, where can I go? I have nowhere to go. This is my laboratory. So, hey, if you can hear me, that's great.
Yes. Well, make sure you wish them a Merry Christmas.
I will on Friday.
On Friday. All right,
Okay.
Taryn Kirksey is chuckling over there.
I feel your pain, Ed. You know, sometimes it's a lawnmower, sometimes it's trees. You know, that's just the cost of doing business outside, right? As far as the conversation that we're having, I really don't care what you say, when you say it, how you say it. I'm pretty laid back. It doesn't really bother me either way. You could say Merry Christmas in February for all I care. I'm like, okay, great. I'm glad you're looking forward to it. There you go.
Well, Merry Christmas, Taryn.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And happy Thanksgiving and all that stuff.
All right.
Too. Here you go.
Yeah.
All right,
Happy New
Stacey,
Year.
let us know what you are seeing. Well, actually, how do you chime in here and then let us know what people are saying?
Okay, I will. You know, this is something I wrote this in the feed that I haven't really thought about it before, like when I start saying things, but I think I typically say, you know, have a happy Thanksgiving until obviously Thanksgiving, and then I think it's after then, like Friday, I'll probably start saying Merry Christmas or I hope you have a Merry Christmas, that kind of thing, or Happy Holidays. But I thought it was interesting because I never really thought about it before. But it seems like most people want to wait. They are like very, you know, adamant about not forgetting Thanksgiving. Dana said, let's get through Thanksgiving first. Starting Friday, you can Merry Christmas your heart out. I thought that was funny. Jason said, just wait until Friday, then you can say Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Happy Holidays, whatever you want to say, but wait until after Thanksgiving. But Bobby says, I love saying Merry Christmas. You can't please everyone, Tracy, LOL.
It's okay. I mean, it's just one of those conversation, you know, things to talk about, maybe even at the Thanksgiving table or Zoom this year, you know. When do you start saying Merry Christmas? I honestly never really thought about it until I said it yesterday and didn't understand why that reaction was so cold. But then, you know, I was talking to my husband about it and he's like, well, maybe they don't celebrate Christmas. And I was like, you know, that is definitely possible. You know, saying Happy Holidays is all inclusive to, you know, whatever you do celebrate. So, you know, I guess I could have been a little bit more you know, open about all the other, you know, celebratory things that are happening around this season. So, you know, I took that one. I was like, okay, that learning experience for me. I don't need to just say happy or Merry Christmas to everyone, but at the same time, it's like what's in my heart. So I just did what God told me, and you know, sometimes you feel great about it, and other times you're like, wow, that really hurt. You know?
The intent was genuinely kind.
The intent
though.
was genuine.
That's what matters, yes. All right, let's get a final look at our forecast, guys.
Let's do it. I tell you what, it is looking good at the moment. We've got plenty of blue sky and sunshine. A few high clouds will mix in, but the real thicker clouds start to roll in late today and overnight tonight. We should reach high temperatures into the mid-50s, and then mostly cloudy, 39 tonight. Tomorrow, mainly cloudy, temperatures into the mid and upper 50s. We could see an afternoon spotty shower, but the main rain will move through the area Wednesday night and early on Thursday. Once a cold front moves on down east, the air will start to dry. The atmosphere starts to dry out. We'll see some clearing on Thursday afternoon. Should get temperatures into the mid and upper 60s, and we're looking dry on Friday with mid 60s, and it looks like potentially a pretty wet system will move in late Sunday, more likely on Monday, the way it's looking right now.
Right, guys, to our relief, the bot be gone.
Oh,
we were talking about
the spammer on our page.
Yes. Someone was just replying to everyone saying whatever he was saying about $1,000 or whatever. Don't fall for it. Has nothing to do with us. Don't know how he got on there, but Joe reported it to Facebook. I also did that, and so I'm assuming that the News 2 Facebook crew took care of that as well. So
that is a good reminder, though, this time of year, especially as folks start holiday shopping. Scammers and schemers, and again, I don't know specifically what this person on our feed was all about, but it's just a reminder to maybe take a few extra steps, think twice before you click on a link that seems a little suspect, or of course, before you give any money to anybody, you need to make sure that what you're seeing and what you're purchasing is legitimate. So just a reminder.
Yes, bot. All right, so the forecast looks great for the next few days. Well, I mean, of course there's rain, but you know, we'll get over that. And then someone wanted to know about the weekend weather, so we're gonna get colder again.
That's the way we're going. Yeah, temperatures kind of begin to take a tumble again after we peak in the mid to upper 60s, maybe even low 70s in a few spots in the region for Thanksgiving afternoon. And then we're back in the low to mid 60s Saturday, and then probably mid 50s or so on Sunday. So, you know, you just take the good with the bad. This time of the year, you just have ups and downs with temperatures. This is pretty typical for fall.
Yeah, all right. Well, it looks like we've answered everybody's questions, including the debate, except for the other one. Which one will be, you know, pardoned at the White House today?
Corn or cob?
Corn or cob. That's the only debate we haven't solved yet. We'll find out soon. Thanks so much for joining us on After GMS. We'll be right back here tomorrow with some great conversations, and we hope to see you and your comments in our stream.
All right, get out there and get to it. Have a great Tuesday.